Well, in the U.S., President Obama is turning his attention to the federal rules regarding overtime compensation for Americans. The president wants to change employment laws, allowing more workers to become eligible for overtime pay. Ebru's Derricke Dennis is live in New Jersey to explain. And Derricke, I have to say, there's a lot of people listening right now. You've got their attention.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely. You know, it's businesses, small businesses like McDonald's, where you think mostly about low-wage workers. But did you know that the workers at places like this are among the luckiest in America? Their low wages means they're eligible for overtime pay. But the president wants to change that. He wants to make it so that you're eligible for overtime pay no matter where you work. He wants to credit long hours, no matter the job title, no matter the salary. He says every American working long hours should get their overtime pay. Across the U.S., everyday Americans are divided over their wages. Some are paid overtime for the extra hours they work, but millions of Americans who put in more than 40 hours a week on their jobs are not paid overtime at all. Do you get overtime pay where you work?
I do.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Especially when we have kids, it's a lot of help, the overtime.
The issue taken up by President Barack Obama this week, directing the U.S. Department of Labor to review federal overtime regulations.
If you go above and beyond to help your employer and your economy succeed, then you should share a little bit in that success.
Currently, there's a federal cap on overtime pay, limiting the benefit only to those who earn less than $455 per week. Workers in supervisory positions or salaried workers are exempt, meaning no overtime pay for them.
And this is going to make a real difference in the lives of millions of Americans, from managers in fast food and retail to office workers, cargo inspectors.
John St. Fort runs the Newark, New Jersey Job Corps program, which connects young adults with all kinds of employment opportunities.
Automotive, construction, we have union trades like carpentry, facilities maintenance, plumbing, bricklaying.
He says changing the law regarding overtime pay is critical, especially for younger Americans who are often taken advantage of because of their inexperience and are forced to work longer hours with no overtime compensation.
If someone's working more than 40 hours a week, you definitely want them to be able to be reimbursed for the work that they're being they're working for.
The president hopes to change federal employment laws so that more Americans will be eligible for overtime pay, earning more for working more. The one opposing argument we heard is from small businesses and companies who argue that paying their workers overtime pay on top of their much higher salaries will mean potentially driving them out of business or at least hurting their bottom line very much. Though the president says in the long run, those companies will be better off because it'll boost their morale and productivity, making their businesses stronger for years to come. Reporting live tonight in New Jersey, I'm Derricke Dennis for Ebru News. Nicole, back to you.
Derricke, aside from the small business owners who oppose it, of course, many Republicans, John Boehner, opposes it. What about some of the workers themselves? Because I guess it kind of is a gray area. Who is a supervisor, who is not?
Right, and that is the other argument as well. The law isn't really clear because you could be stipulated or classified as a supervisor when you're really not, and that's what the president wants to change. Not only changing the law, but making it more clear and more direct in terms of who's eligible for overtime pay and who is not.
Good information, Derricke. We heard you through the sirens and all. Thank you very much.